Hi guys, welcome back to the session. Today we will learn how to compare two Excel sheets and update the sheet according to the comparison in UiPath. So let's get started. So here I have an Excel file with the sheet as sheet 1 where we have some employee names and their designation. Whereas in sheet 2 we have some employee names and their updated designation. So here we would like to look up each of these employee names from sheet 1 inside sheet 2. And if there is a match, let's say this John from sheet 1 is also present in sheet 2. So there is a match, and in case of match, we would like to update the designation here. So we would like to update the designation from consultant to senior consultant as present inside sheet 2. Also, we would like to set the status to updated. So this was the case for the matched case. But if there is not a match, let's say that this Mike employee is not present inside sheet 2. So in case the employee name is not present in sheet 2, we would not change the designation here, but we would set the status to not updated. So let's see how we can do this in UiPath. So let's see how we can create this project in UiPath. So for that, let's move to UiPath, and here we are in the UiPath Studio Design section. Let's build our project here. So first of all, we would like to read the data from this Excel sheet and store it inside a data table. So for that, I'm going to use the read range activity. So this is the read range activity present inside the workbook. So let me add this read range activity here, and let's provide the workbook path for this file. So let's click on browse, and here I have already stored the Excel file inside the project folder. So let's select this file and click on open. So my first sheet name is sheet 1. So let's go with this sheet name, and we would not like to provide any range, any cell range here. We would like to read the complete sheet, and sheet contains the headers. This sheet contains headers, so we will go with this checked option of add headers, and let's store the result inside a data table. So right click over here and create a variable as dt1, which will be a data table variable. Then let's add another read range, and let's click on browse, select this employee data and click on open. This time I'm going to read sheet 2. Our next sheet name is sheet 2, and we would not like to provide any cell range here, so let's delete this one. Let's go with this checked option of add headers and provide a data table name as dt2. So we have read the sheet 1 and sheet 2. Now I would like to read the sheet 1 again, so let me add this read range here one more time. Let's copy this one and let's paste it here. So why I am reading this sheet 1 again? Because we would like to store it inside a result data table. Let me create the variable result data table, and this data table we will use to write our results. Since this data table dt1 will be used for iterating, so we would not like to change anything over here. That's why we will write our results inside result data table, which we will see in few minutes. So we are done with the read range activities. Now we would like to iterate through each of the rows of the data table dt1. So for that I'm going to use for each row activity, from data table. So let me add it here, and for each row in data table dt1, which will hold the values, which will hold these entire values. So for each of the rows in the data table, we would like to look up these employee names. So for that, I'm going to use the lookup data table activity, which is present here. Lookup data table present inside the data table. Let me add it here. And what value we would like to look up? We would like to look up the employee names from sheet 1, which is present inside the data table dt1. So accordingly, let's provide the value here. So we will provide the value inside lookup value. So let's open this one, and here we would like to look up row, which will be the current row, which will be the active row of data table DT1. And inside this row, we would like to look up the value of employee name. So let me copy it from here and let's paste it here. And we will have to convert into string. So put a dot and select toString. Let's click on OK. So we would like to look up the value of employee name from this active row, from this current row of the data table DT1. But where we would like to look up, we would like to look up inside data table DT2, which holds the value of the sheet 2. So DT2 holds all these values. We would like to look up in DT2 data table with the column name as employee name, as we have the column name as employee name present in sheet 2. So accordingly, the employee name from data table DT1 will be looked up in the data table DT2 in the column employee name. And where the match is found, we will get the row index of that particular row. So create a variable over here, create a variable as row index DT2, which will return the row index where we get a match. And if we do not get a match, in such case, this variable will store the value -1. So this will be our next condition. So let me add an if activity here. Let me add a if activity here. If the variable row index dt2 is not equal to -1, that means we found the match. If this is not equal to -1, then we would like to update the cell. So for that, I'm going to use the assign activity. I'm going to use an assign activity here. And before providing any values here, I'm going to create one more variable inside for each row. Here I'm going to create an index variable which will track the row index from the data table DT1. So create a variable here. Let's give the name as row index DT1. So here you see we created two variables, row index DT1, and we created one more variable, row index dt2. Let me change the scope to sequence. So here now you see we created two variables, row index dt1. It holds the row index of current row of data table dt1, and the value of row index dt2 will come from lookup data table. These two variables we will use now inside the assign. So where we would like to assign, where we would like to write a value, let me show you. So we would like to write inside the result data table with the rows as the row index which we created. Let me hit control space to get the variable name. So we'll take this row index dt1. Since this result data table and the dt1 data table contains the same data, so we can use the row index from dt1 here. Then put a dot and select item, and here we will provide the column name where we would like to write. So in this case the column name will be designation. So let me copy this one and let me provide it here. So we would like to write inside result data table with the row index as dt1 and the column as designation. So let's click on OK. And what value we would like to write? So let me write the expression for value as well. So we would like to write from the data table dt2 with the row. Let me provide the rows as well. So here we would like to write with the row index. Let me hit control space. This will be the row index for the data table dt2. Then put a dot and select item, and here the column name will be, here the column name is updated designation. So let's copy this one and let me paste it here. So we would like to write from data table dt2 with the row index dt2, which we will get from lookup data table, and the column updated designation. So let's click on OK. So here the assign statement is ready. Now we'll add one more assign statement, and in this assign statement we would like to write the status to updated. So for that also I'm going to use the similar kind of expression. Let me copy this one, and in the to I'm going to provide here, and the item, the column name will be changed here to status. So let's copy this one and let's paste it here. So this time we are writing to result data table with the row index DT1 in the column status. And what we want to write? We want to write here updated. So if this condition is true, we are writing the values of designation and status inside result data table. But if this condition is false, that is row index DT2 value is equal to -1, that means the value is not found, the match is not found in DT2. In such case, we would like to write an assign activity inside the else as well. And here we would like to write the status. Let me copy this one from here and let me paste it here. So what we want to write? So we want to write result data table with row index DT1 and status. In the status column, we would like to write not updated. So here we are done updating the cells according to the condition provided here. Inside this, for each row activity, at the end we would like to write the data table inside the Excel file. So I'm going to use this write range activity. So this is the write range activity under workbook. Let me add it here, and let's click on browse and select this employee data. So we'd like to write inside the sheet 1 the values which are present as of now will be overridden by the result data table. So I'm going to provide the sheet name as sheet 1, start writing from A1 cell, and here it will be the result data table. Since the data table also contains header, so we'll go with this checked option. So our project is ready now. Let me show you what all we did. First of all, we read the data from the Excel sheet and stored it inside the data table DT1 for sheet 1 and DT2 for sheet 2. Also, we stored the sheet 1 in one more data table, that is result data table, so that we can write the results inside this data table. Then we looped through each of the rows inside data table DT2, and we looked up this employee names in DT2 data table in the column name employee name. Now if the match is found, this row index will have some value other than -1. So accordingly we provided a condition. If value of row index DT2 is not equal to -1, that means the match found. So we updated the designation column of result data table with the value of updated designation from DT2 data table, and we also updated the status column to updated. But if this condition is false, that means this row index DT2 is equal to -1, that means there is no match found. In such case, we are updating the status column to not updated. So this was about the condition inside for each row, and at the end we are writing the result. We are writing the data table, that is result data table, inside sheet 1 of employee data Excel. So I'm going to quickly run this project to see how it works. So let me close this Excel. Let's save this one and let's quickly run this project to see how it works. And my project is running now and it is over. So let me quickly move to the file to see the results. So this is the employee data. Let's open. And here you see this designation and status has been updated. Since this John is present inside this sheet 2 as well with the designation as senior consultant, so the designation column got updated to senior consultant. Earlier it was consultant, and accordingly the status here is updated. Now, if I take the example of Mike, since this Mike was not present inside sheet 2, so this designation is not updated and status here is not updated. So in this way we compared two Excel sheets. We compared two Excel sheets and updated the sheet according to the comparison. And that's all for this session, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like and share with your friends. Hit the bell button to get the updates on the latest videos. And if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as well. And I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.